Greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Somarinoa. Welcome back to Happy's Humble Burger Time, or Farm. I'm sorry, here on Somarinoa Plays. Part one. Oh, excuse my lungs. I'm just dying. It's dangerous to cook alone. Take tow. What? What? Yes, yeah. I don't have that problem, but if you do, keep that in mind. Scythe dev team. Great. Oh, I didn't realize that the name changed, but it's like Scythe Burger Farm team. Who types that slow? I think we'll probably be okay. He'll probably tell us how to do it. Burgers have a nasty habit of going bad when you're not looking.
I wonder how effective these obscure chips are. Well, they don't call them reality fabrication chips for nothing. We're gonna start making all the employees get them too. So what, we're gonna have to install them in our own skulls? Wouldn't surprise me. We'd like to cut corners to save credit. They can't give us a raise after working here for years, but they'll blow all the money in the world on fancy mind-controlled chips. Well, this mind-control chip looks secure. That's this one. Right, let's get this over with. Say, we'll be ready for lunch.
Hey, cook, listen. Cook a burger. First grab a bottom bun, place it on the assembly board. I don't know if the assembly board. This should be the assembly board. Right? Yeah, I don't put it on the grill. What the heck? Where is the controls? Jumps back, crouch is left control, sprint left shift, normal. Flashlight is F, interact, throw. E. Oh, I see. I did. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Then place one of every sandwich topping. Next, grab a burger patty, cook it, and place it on the burger. On the grill. What up, man? It's taking a sweet time. lights. Hey man, what's going on? Hey, you're really tall. Weird. And top on, yes, of course. Man, that's good. Serving customers. All customers must be served food in a bag. Make sure to pay attention to exactly what they order. Thankfully, this specific customer isn't picky. Interact with the bags laying on the assembly table. Note, once an order is bagged, there's no going back, so be careful and pay close attention. Place the customer's burger in the bag. Ring the bell to release the bag from the board, and throw it to the customer. Happy is only happy when you're doing your job correctly. Serving wrong orders or being a poor employee can result in infractions. Infractions can cause unpleasant things to occur. Note, she only moves if you're not looking. Keep your eyes on her at all times. If Happy gets angry, you need to serve her a burger. It requires a rotten patty. When she is released, you can find piles of rotten patties around the restaurant. Unless noted, every sandwich needs every topping. Oh. Great. Why did I do this to myself? Happy's Humble Burger Farm. Use your employee manual. We strongly recommend taking time to reference your employee manual. Just tap anytime. Oh, that's cute. An introduction to your first day. Operation procedures and restaurant management. 20 edition. Written by nobody. Welcome, new employee. If you're reading this, congratulations, you've been hired. Read this manual to get started. Oh my god, this is huge, isn't it? Do I really have to read this to you guys? Add a beef patty to get a delightful Happy's Deluxe. A slice of pork to make a poppin' pork sandwich. Or a juicy piece of chicken to make it fantastic. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna screw up so bad. Go ahead to keep these made. Empty one bag of fries and salmon nuggets. Put it in the fryer and wait until cooked. Remove and place into warming basket before serving. Batch fried. Hot pies and cookies. Place it in the oven and bake before serving. Press the red button to begin cooking. Soft drinks and slushies. Simply fill on demand at each drink station and serve. Ugh. Oh, I see. I guess. Our employee responsibilities: arrive on time, provide your own transportation, clock to start your shift, clock to end your shift, turn on, off all lights, appliances, and open sign, answer all calls from supervisor, do not miss these calls, cook and serve food to company standards, handle all call Can you? Because I can't. Maintain orderly restaurant. Clean the pole maintenance stand. Sorry, my lungs. Every shift will be assessed and judged based on the infraction system. Your performance will be judged on the time and quality of your work. Bonus. Efficient employees will find their shift ends with the minimum allowance of infractions. The event will receive a bonus. Ow. Spending. With your bonus, we encourage you to spend and save wisely. Visit the Happy Bar and local coffee shop to enjoy and push you through your shift. Stay happy by expanding your collection of music, rare action figures, limited edition Moonga, and much more that New Elysian City has to offer. Oh God. This let's bring back PTSD, huh? From my time, I walked one whole step and made one whole sandwich. Nice. I guess that's it. Great. Get me out of here. Interacting with the world. Press an interact button. While holding objects, try opening the door and grabbing the communicator on the counter. I love those posters. Oh God, shut up. Oh, wait, or try the deadbolt.
Petey the Portly Pig is arguably the second largest breakout star of the Barnyard Buds. Petey eventually went on to star in his very own 3D platforming adventure game. Petey the Portly Pig was Tech's first character. Technically, Petey is the original Barnyard Bud. Petey is every bit as joyful as his heifer friend, always bearing a smile, despite almost always being hunted. His first starring role had him up against the farmer in Bacon in the Sun. A recurring motif with the Petey character became his interactions with wild boars, being a domesticated pig and meeting feral hogs in the wild and earning their respect. A common sitcom trope some say Petey originated.
Great. Why am I so into this?
Hey,
Boss will
kid.
chime in.
Good news. You're hired. And I'm your boss. The company had this communicator dropped off. All Lurker Farm employees get one. It allows me to check in on you at any time. So behave yourself. They only work one way though, so you can't call me like ever. But trust me, if you need something, I'll know. Now don't be late for your first shift. Keep those customers happy. Get it?
Okay. Hold 4 items, huh? Can I hold this cactus? No. Worthless.
Do you like energy? Do you love energy? Do you find yourself using up so much energy every day that you're running out of it? Taking multiple naps, sleeping for 12 hours, hitting that snooze button over and over again? Well, no more of that! Get yourself some Jazzy Java.
Ooh.
Our coffee is like a crisp
What the?
slap in the face.
What the heck was that?
Covered in clove oil.
Why did my door open and close?
Jumpstart and jolt you need. Into our coffee.
by sparing no expense in harnessing the ingenuity of the world's top flavor engineers and energy scientists to concoct a recipe unrivaled in both taste and energy boost. Our new beverage is unmatched even by the strongest coffee beans anywhere on the planet. Bob Cola is back with double sugar and double caffeine. Twice the rush, twice the sugar high, twice the energy.
Wow, I'm so excited.
When you need to really get things kicking off, crack into a Bob Cola. And for the love of all that is holy, do not drink more than one of these a day. You might even want to cut it with water. New Bob Cola, unparalleled energy.
What the heck is this?
Trendy bondage pants. Look at the shade.
I'm telling you about who's your best friend?
You just do what you do best, whatever that may be, and let us handle all the legwork in this health thing. Follow our lead, and you'll never have to pay attention to all that boring stuff again.
Don't sleep, open the side.
Quick Cure, making healthcare fun, passive, and carefree.
Everyone is so mortified when anyone speaks out against the world's idea government. Is that anything new? This is Freeman TV on status post.
Keep my ass off. This truck can move. It handles great and drives so smooth. And runs.
Social engineers, they're coming
Trim. Let's go behind the vending machine. Looks like somebody I know.
So much is expected of us in modern Scythian society. We gotta work, pay bills, say the right things, and avoid the wrong places. Meet the right people so we can avoid the wrong situation. And make sure we're doing right, even by those that do us wrong. So we'll never have to deal with the karmatic consequences of wrongfully going about our day, wronging others with no right to do so until we stand rightfully accused of being in the wrong place at the wrong time for the wrong reasons. So much stress. Drink your coffee and get so juiced up on caffeine, your mind will shoot right past any sort of existential questions like these. Leave society behind with our caffeine. Caffeine's Java for when you gotta go fast.
Religion talk radio. Telling you the truth. How to feel complacent.
Why would I want to do this?
Ronaldo's
Yeah, whatever.
Ronaldo is well known for immigrating to the net.
Farmyard Festivities quickly became the most popular cartoon in the world.
New Elysian City. She's beautiful. If you're in the nice part of town. You're not. Maybe someday. A friend of mine who's in real estate told me it'll be its own little paradise. Someday. Anyway, better head to work, kid. Usually you can take the bus, but it's getting repaired today. So head left from your apartment and go straight through that creepy tunnel. Don't be late. Trust me.
Found a collectible. Can't go any further than that, apparently. does this actually say? I don't remember. Dog poo spreads disease, smells bad, contaminates drinking water. Clean up after your pets. If your dog poops in public, clean it. Wipe or hope you have gloves. Ugh. It's new Elysian law. Clean the poop or face charges to your Celian social something or other. Steal and sell. Okay. This is my truck. This is my van again. No, of course not. What the heck is happening here? Oh. Sir, it told me to stop. When can I go again? Wow, useless. Okay. Hey, you wanna talk? I guess not. Let's see what that said. Oh. Because that's normal. Sprinting drains energy. Consider taking the bus. I see.
Welcome to your home away from home. Happy's Humble Burger Farm. It's in disrepair, but don't worry. After a few shifts, they'll all be up and running. Consider it training. Today, all you gotta worry about is the grill. Your Happy's Deluxe, Fantastic Fowl, and Papa Pork Patties are all available in the walk-in freezer. No stealing the product. So, anyways, if you need health or energy, buy an energy bar from the vending machine. So turn on the lights and the oven, clock yourself in, hit the open sign, and get to work.
I already forgot what you told me.
Strangely, Happy's taken on a role of an abusive authority figure at the Burger Farm simulation. If test subjects miss a shift, Happy drags them to work. If they make mistakes while serving customers, Happy terrorizes them. Evidence shows that she can be subdued by temporarily feeding her a rotten hamburger made from the patty piles she pukes up.
Okay.
Now come on, buds. Giving up isn't in our nature.
A woodland compound? I mean, you're talking crazy, man. We left the barn to, escape tyranny, not create it, man.
Alright. What is this?
Get your stinking nets, hooks, and worms out of my face, fisherman.
That Duke Nukem?
I'll help you fast, happy old pal.
Will you survive this dark and dreary night, where shadow hath turned into a sea, an ocean of regret, in which you now drown?
Jesus, dude. I ain't throwing these away. Bro. Look through this. And from where? Because all the windows are fine. What am I supposed to do? I am at work. No, I don't want to turn that on yet. Oh. Okay. Yeah, what you said. Oh my god, what the friggin' hell am I playing? For restarting sandwich orders, okay. Simulation order form.
RAP continues to change the social engineering game with our latest innovation, red traps. Some pesky ruffian on social media saying something that goes against mainstream consensus? Has someone dared to speak out of line? To think for themselves? Has some rogue questioned the world's safety in government or its policies? Well, it's time to set a red trap and put them in their place. RAT's new red traps are based upon algorithms that targets people who think wrong socially, spiritually, or politically. Posts that question the narrative will now have fact-check triangles pop up when clicked on. This infographic triangle will rightfully warn everyone the opinion they're about to read is wrong. RAT, bringing the sewer that is the internet back to the surface.
Life is pain. Existence is just suffering. Don't you get it? And the only way to go, other than laying down and rotting,
One to the time clock.
is to get these trendy bondage pants. Look at the chains hanging off them.
Trip pants? I used to wear those. I'll give a bonus to any employee that completes these tasks. The boss. Daily duties. Pick up and dispose of trash in lobby. Pick up and reset rat traps around exterior. Move deliveries near back door to indoor shelves.
If you're my age, you probably grew up with Fun Zone Council. Witness all the great games. Senile Showdown, Toxic Invaders, Super Barnyard Bud, Spot and Bomb. Fun Zone had the best of the best. And one voice actress was heard louder than all. I had the opportunity to speak to Miss Laney M about her career in voice acting. Thanks so much for talking to me. Big fan of your work. Heard you in, well, everything. I won't take up too much of your time and get right to it. What are some of your most famous roles?
I've acted in movies and TV, voiced the characters to properties in cartoons, animes, and video games. My most known was probably as Happy the Humble Heifer, specifically in the Farmyard Festivities reboot, Happy's Humble Hijinks. What a fun gig. I grew up watching reruns of Festivities, so to be in the reboot of such a classic show, it was a bit surreal. Now come on, buds. Giving up isn't in our nature. If we keep digging, we'll surely beat the farmer and Horatio Hare back to the barn. Put your hind legs into it.
I grew up with the Buds too. I used to play the Super Barnyard Buds games growing up. How long did you voice Happy and what else were you featured in?
The show ran for, I think, 6 seasons, and there were a few movies as well. The ratings were strong at first, but eventually they leveled off. The Vannevar twins didn't seem too interested in ratings and profits. They were all about making a reboot that captured the spirit of the original. Obscure programming wasn't too happy or humble about that. They came in, canceled the show, and all the upcoming TV movies, and took a more hands-on approach with everything. The Vannevers got demoted, took a pay cut, and got forced into a writer's room they weren't in control of. And they actually had the nerve to fire the entire crew, only to rehire us
Why?
later. Wages, and some of us have been working there for decades.
What happened when you got brought back? They recast you.
Obscure Programming's rebrand was aimed at teenagers and adults, and it was a
Okay, pick up and dispose of trash in lobby, pick up and reset.
comedy to drama real fast. It's like they took the series finale, Farmer's Harvest, and stretched it over an entire anime show, and comic books and horror films. That was Obscura's big game changer. The anime was for the kids, the comics were for the teenagers, and the movies were for the young adults. To make it all more confusing, all 3 series were called some variation of Escape from the Barn, despite existing in separate timelines.
Which of those did you wind up working on?
Escape from the Barn, the anime, was a TV series about the barnyard buds on the run. Every episode furthered the story. Characters would be introduced only to be killed off in a later season or even in the same episode. After a number of characters introduced were killed in the same episode, it came to be a trope known as red fur. By season 3, it was way more drama than it was comedy. By the final season, it was leaving kids crying and having nightmares. Do you think, Gary, that Grumpy Goat and Dimitri Duck would lay down their lives for us if they knew we would all chicken out right at the finish line? Huh? No offense, Charlie.
So you stayed with that show until the end, and I won't spoil, what happens in the finale for listeners who haven't seen it. Weren't you involved in the Nightmare Kaiju films as well?
Sure was. That was an interesting gig. The Escape from the Barn Nightmares films. They were basically horror movies for young adults. The mascots were morphed into these twisted nightmare forms, which kaijus that would destroy cities. I actually voiced the kaiju screams. I did the screams of the monster cow.
Many have fallen by my side, and still many more will fall in the future. My sickle forever stained with their repugnant likeness.
Jesus.
And Charlie the chillin' chicken. And even some strange mutant characters.
I'm just supposed to toss these bricks back out?
By the time they were on their third Nightmare film, they wanted to cut costs and film exclusively on Duri Jongo Island. Apparently they had some weird underground movie studio set up. The whole thing creeped me out, so I bailed. I think they kept using my screams for the first two films anyway. They never sent me the royalty check, but by that point I was too spooked to want to bother them. They could keep my sound files if they just stayed away from me.
Yeah, an underground movie studio does sound pretty sketchy. I don't blame you for bailing at all. What kind of weird stuff was happening when you were still there?
I left before any truly weird stuff started happening to staff and talent, but after I left, forget about it. People thought the franchise was cursed. You never heard about the farmyard festivities on Ice Drama? When that scandal was in full swing, no one wanted to touch the franchise. Restaurants were shutting down, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, I never heard about the On Ice drama. What happened?
I don't know much. I just heard stuff second and third hand. Oh wait, you know what? I have a friend. Their son was a child actor for the On Ice shows. I'll have him reach out. He's been made to talk about to someone in the media.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with these.
Duty calls. It's been great talking with you. I'll message you the details for that child actor on status post. He wants to remain anonymous, but still has a pretty juicy story you'll probably want to break. Anyway, take care.
You ever think the world is just gonna like end out of nowhere? Maybe a comet will come and wipe us out, or there'll be a mega volcano, and we'll all just bomb each other out. It could happen tonight. You better not be caught dead and played, dude. You gotta dress like every single day.
This game is fun. Whatever.
By buying our dark shirts with skulls, barbed wire, and thorns on them, they even come pre-torn. RAT is proud to announce the introduction of their own digital currency, cheese slices. Cheese slices can be earned by consistent squeaking that leads to successful doxing and banishment of social media offenders. Any squeaker...
Okay, let's try this.
...even get the coveted Wheel of Cheese. This will enable them 0.0000015 of the ad revenue they generate. Wowee! RAP, clean up your digital community and watch your world's tiniest...
Turn that dreaded commute to work.
The white zone is for immediate.
It's all easily tried through audio paradise.
Those of you listeners who are gamers, new news from New Elysian. New news from New Elysian has broken about the wild. Explains senile showdown, savage psychotic senility gave his father, Jackie Joe Johnson Sr., a heart attack, which ultimately resulted in his death. Jackie Joe Johnson Sr. Famously campaigned to have senile showdown at Arthritis Band.
For 19 years, I have lobbied and campaigned tirelessly to defeat horrific video games and the poisonous gamers who play them. And for 19 years, it's fallen on mostly deaf ears. Now, I plead with the world's Scythian government to hear my pleas. Allow me to air my grievances to you. Maybe then you'll be educated enough on these wretched
Hello, sir.
systems and why
Please
they're
order something
corrupting
normal.
young minds. Maybe then we can begin my promoting cure for this cultural
fantastic foul sandwich, no cheese.
entertainment purge. We'll start by banishing senile showdown games, then any other games with similarly violent and grotesque content, and then we can move on to movies, TV shows, stand-up comedians,
okay.
podcasts, radio broadcasts, and so forth. We need to take cues from RAT security, react
You're
to
a officer.
turn to the authorities, and as the authority on what is moral and just, I am turning to you, as I believe it is your duty as the World Scythian Council to ban these games. Let us reshape culture for the future by erasing culture from the past.
What if all it only caused the franchise to balloon in popularity? This started a rivalry that spanned over a decade. I remember those games. Those games are fun. Just beating the crap out of each other. I liked how the old people were the protagonists and you beat up the orderlies. You were the elderly.
Where's the other one?
Good concept. Jackie Joe Johnson did very much anti-gaming rants, anti-gamer rants, sparked worldwide conversations about violence in video games, and if that's spilled
Oh my
into the
God.
real world. I don't think it did. In the research inspired by the conversations, eventually
Captain Deluxe, no pickle.
with hand-eye coordination, problem-solving skills, social interaction, or positives, completely any potential negatives. After years of passionate campaigning to get video games censored, even banned outright. Research forced Jackie Joe Johnson Sr. to admit he was wrong. In a very out-of-character Jackie Joe Johnson Sr. sought to bury the hatchet with Hellraiser Studios. He felt guilty for slander out of Jackie set up but only after a friendly discussion about the results of the research and the history. For like 15 years, right? Was senile showdown, Arthritis. And that was the sequel, that was even the first one. It's a legendary game series right there.
Poppin' pork sandwich, no onion.
Completely humiliated by my previously sanctimonious behavior in light of what was I even angry about?
No onion.
These video games apparently don't cause violence. They prevent it by giving a healthy outlet of anger and frustration in a fantasy setting. These electronic entertainment programs apparently increase the user's hand-eye coordination, problem-solving skills. I believe I wasted 20 years of my life trying to the harmless computerized amusement procedurals taken off the shelf.
Oh, wasn't fully
I
made.
watched more than 5 minutes of the Senile Showdown franchise, only to realize not only is it cartoon violence, but the orderlies are the ones who beat you up.
Fantastic foul sandwich, no tomato.
If only I had spent a few minutes trying to understand the content I was trying to cancel, then maybe I wouldn't have foolishly deemed myself arbiter of cultural morality. This is why I have decided to bury the hatchet with Hellraiser Studios, and we'll be doing a live podcast with them. Yeah.
So, the conversation is flowing quite naturally. Well, it's shocking that bitter rivals not only discuss the point of the big and but actually get it wrong. Jackie is giving me perspective.
That's what I'm about to.
Well, that's
Tragedy
Is that done?
struck when Jack completed his first stage, and his excitement suffered a heart attack. An autopsy later revealed Jackie Joe Johnson's sudden change in behavior and personality was actually due to undiagnosed dementia. Jackie Joe Johnson Jr. was
Button
outraged
pork,
and
no
vowed
cheese.
not to help his son, not for the content of their games, but for murdering his father.
All of my life, I've said, Dad, nerds aren't bad people. Hellraiser is just making a goofy game. I mean, it's so cartoony. Why even be angry about it? And then he'd say to me, son, everything is good.
ウィアートアプリシエイトタブはハッピーハンドルで
Totalitarian individualist opposed to the world Scythian government. I still don't agree with him about the game being radicalized anarchist, neo-fascist, totalitarian individualist apologist media, or that it caused violence. The game is fine. But I now consider Hellraiser games
You need less than 2 infractions and you've got a total of 0.
an elderly man play their latest game, and it killed him. Sure, he was there on his own volition, literally burying the hatchet with this team, and sure, they never even said a bad word about him, despite decades of him trying to get them canceled, fired, doxxed, and ostracized from society. But I don't care about their humility. I care about their savagery. The rivalry my father...
She's the leader of the Buds. You know her well. She's finally back to, what is she doing? This is a slow game. Maybe I'm just slow. That's possible. You can purchase some pretty interesting stuff here. Well.
Ah, Steal and Sell. The one place in New Allegiance City you could buy radio transmitters and other rare and weird items. You might even be able to sell some things or two for some credits, but you aren't making money on the side, are you? We've got extra shifts available, you know.
Okay. Sure, I don't know what it does, but why not? Did I get it? Where is it? Click to purchase the counter. Thank you. Okay. What up, girl? Nothing? Alright. See ya. You want me to gamble? You can go to hell. Which is where you go when you gamble. I don't believe that. Oh, nice. I guess. These cars are incredibly tiny. JD and the Jawas. Right. Hey.
Jazzy Java joint. Has it all. A band? Coffee? That's it, really. The coffee sure does give you a boost, though. You can serve customers at Burger Farm like 3 times as fast after you drink one.
Okay, guys, I'll see you later.
Pain busters, stress killers, or calm me down capsules, we've got you covered.
I think we're fine. Not much going on out here. Okay, yeah, this is not where we live. This place next to where we live. Hmm? Hmm. No fun. How much of the city can I actually explore? Okay. I don't want to use up energy in case it doesn't refill completely. Yep. Okay.
Air bombers are the customer bots fused with the flesh of Asset Peter. While the primary function is to drag docile organics to be consumed by Peter, they self-destruct when faced with hostility. No one knows how exactly they explode, but we do know to get out of the way when they start glitching out and screaming.
Okay. You say so, man. Those bombs? Do I need to get one to explode on each one of those places or something? Yeah, there ain't nothing out here. At least not yet. Oh, great. Crypt. Alright, let's go home. Low on health or energy? Take a shower. It's free healing.
Farm employee, Toe, is just 35 years old, and yet his brain activity has aged into that of an 87-year-old. He has lost the ability to perform his tasks in the restaurant, staring listlessly at burning patties. It's a wonder he hasn't burnt the place down. I've observed the same deterioration in the radio host Maverick Cooper. Most of the other test subjects have perished or disappeared, like E7. I will be ordering the extraction of Toe and Maverick when I depart. Hopefully they can regain cognitive function with rehabilitation.
Nice. My name is Maverick.
Just around 1 year prior to the pilot episode. Cartoonist Tex Vanover used childhood doodles scribbled on his school notebook called the Barnyard Buds as his characters. While the show was targeted at kids, adults also enjoyed the wacky antics of the Barnyard Buds, tapping their feet to the big band orchestra music provided by the esteemed Sedites Coastal Orchestra. While the cartoon went on to become a runaway success, many of the original bugs were retired. By the end of the series 20 years later, some had been retired permanently, only emerging again in the video games. Some of their retired characters include Gary the Grumpy Goat, Dimitri Duck, Prancing Preston Pony, and Sonny the Sheepish Sheepdog. There were, however, clear fan favorites. Happy the Humble Heifer, most of all, was the runaway star and has become an unrivaled culture icon across the planet's site. Even decades later, kids grow up watching modern takes on Happy, and parents revisit the classics with their kids. Happy the Humble Heifer. Happy the Humble Heifer today is a cultural icon known globally across. Tex had originally intended Gary the Grumpy Goat and Sonny the Sheepish Sheepdog to carry the franchise. Incidentally, both characters are no longer used today. Happy was the character people seemed to resonate with the most by a wide margin. Her first appearance, ironically, was as a background character. Happy finally got her very own starring episode in Till the Cows Come Home. It produced the highest ratings of the series and quickly led Tex to reimagine the show around her, among other emerging favorites. Petey the Portly Pig. Petey the Portly Pig is arguably the second largest breakout star of the Barnyard Bugs. Petey eventually went on to star in his very own 3D platforming adventure game. Petey the Portly Pig was Tex's first character. Technically, Petey is the original Barnyard Bug. Petey is every bit as joyful as his heifer friend, always bearing a smile, despite almost all. Up against the farmer in Bacon in the Sun, a recurring motif with the Petey character became his interactions with wild boars, being a domesticated common sitcom trope some say Petey originated.
Yeah, let's see what these are. Oh, I can't even click on them. Help me. Who am I? What is my name? E17 or E7 or Happy or the kid or son or employee number 17. Everything is Burger. There is no escape. The monsters are real. Are they mad at me or the robots? I can't leave or hide. Paragon never left. They have shell companies. They have government power. They have funding obscura biotech. The credits are never ending. And they want to control. The credits are never ending, and they want to control everything and everyone. Break the spell. Break their fabrication. Use credits to buy stuff. You need to escape. When the time comes, you'll know exactly which stuff to buy. Or you could also buy a flat screen and watch Obscura's propaganda. Or grab a jukebox and listen to all those CDs scattered around. You might learn something about Obscura biotech. Nothing you can use to escape this place. I think we're on an island. They drop power from volcanoes. We're not alone. There's people keeping all this. Something. There are things lurking in the facility. Okay. Well, you're nuts. Alright, well. Happy Humble Burger Farm started as a single diner called Happy Burger. Well, that is a good spot for us to stop. Tune in next time. We're going to see where we're going to get to in this game. Really slow burn game. I'll see you then.